You're listening to YouTube Talk Radio.
Yo, thank me for your call. You're a moron. I want you to think about that. You big jerk. It's amazing. Hillary Rotten Clinton, Olympia Snowjob, Harry the Body Reid, Jim Melonhead Webb. I talk, you listen. You talk, I listen. So I get to hit cleanup. I don't jump out of the batter's box. I get ready to hit a grand slam. You big jerk. You, too, will become stalkers like the rest of our beloved audience. Can't say I blame you. Take my word for it. I am gorgeous. Just pathetic. Now for some unpatriots, un-Americans. Mark, how can you say it? Very simple. I said unpatriots, un-Americans. What do I mean by that? People who detest the founding principles of this country, people who are scheming day in and day out to lose this war. I don't consider that patriotic. I don't consider that American. And I don't consider my statements controversial. I consider them and their actions controversial. And the leader among us, the biggest skunk of the bunch, is Charles Chucky Schmucky Schumer, the number 3rd nitwit in the Democrat caucus in the Senate. Cut 10, go.
Attorney General Gonzales is a nice man, but he either doesn't accept or doesn't understand that he is no longer just the president's lawyer, but has a higher obligation to the rule of law and the Constitution, even when the president should not want it to be so. And so this department has been so political that I think for the sake of the nation, Attorney General Gonzales should step down.
Gee, really? You didn't really think that out, did you? I mean, you really thought that you'd draw all this attention to yourself, Schmucky? He really should step down. After all, he didn't burn to death all those people at Waco. Like our hero, Janet Reno. No. He didn't build that wall between the CIA and the FBI like our hero, Janet Reno. No. He didn't fire 93 United States attorneys like our hero, Janet Reno. No, never. No. But Gonzales has to go. I could have gotten in trouble there. Schmucky Schumer would like to pick the president's cabinet. That's right. He would like to pick the president's Supreme Court's nominees, the schmuckster. Rummy had to go. Cheney should go. Libby should go. Gonzales should go. Meanwhile, they're sitting there with Chappaquiddick Ted, a.k.a. the Cape Cod Orca. He's a great man. He's a great man. And the other losers in that body. They're all so wonderful, schmuckster. But Joe Biden, not to be outdone, plugs, as we call him, the dumbest man in the Senate, says, as a member of the Judiciary Committee, he said, Gonzales would be better off if he resigned. There's very little credibility in the Justice Department right now. He cited what he said were abuses of power dating to Gonzales' tenure at the White House, in which he advocated aggressive interrogations of suspected terrorists that pushed the boundaries of law. So here we have the Democrat agenda for fighting terrorism. Give them the playbook, tell them when we're leaving, hand it to them, and fire the Attorney General of the United States because he's intercepting enemy communications. Now, we can't have that, ladies and gentlemen, can we? And then that dope from Pennsylvania who calls himself Arlen Specter, a.k.a. Arlen Spectacle, the top Republican on the committee. He said Gonzales' resignation was a question for the president and the Attorney General. You think? He said, I do think there have been lots of problems. Who last week suggested, Specter did, that a Gonzales tenure may have run its course. Before we come to conclusion, I think we need to know more facts. There's a guy, we need to know more facts. What facts would you like to know, Spectacle? What is it that you want to know? Did you call for Janet Reno's resignation? No. How about Jamie Gorelick, her deputy? These people who did nothing in the face of Osama bin Laden, Spectacle. As a matter of fact, you didn't do anything either. Neither did Biden. Neither did Schmucky. None of you did anything in the face of terrorism. None of you. And you call for Gonzalez's resignation? I say this. Why don't you resign and do the country a favor? We'll be right back. Here we have the trifecta. That trifecta of sleaze.